can't wait to get to chat with our new city engineer, Kim. Let's go meet her.
Hi, welcome. Come in.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
Mackenzie, good. How are you doing?
Good. Do you have a few minutes for some questions?
I was just talking with Jeff. We were catching up.
Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Yep. Oh, I'm doing good. And I was just getting ready to go. So
Good to see you.
I'll be on my way.
Sounds
and
good.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay?
See you next
Jeff.
time, Jeff. Maybe
All right,
we'll be
thanks.
asking you questions next.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, are you ready for your 20 questions interview?
I'm so ready.
I know
Let's
you were
do it.
born for this.
Yes,
All right. Well, speaking of being born for this, when is your birthday?
February 12th.
Oh, so coming up.
Yes. Actually, my husband either has it really easy or the potential to mess up real bad. Because my birthday, my anniversary, and Valentine's Day were all in 1 week. So
He can either go real big or 3 small gifts, I guess, is his options.
usually I just, at this point, we've been married for 31 years, I just buy something. I tell him, thanks for the gift. He's like, you're welcome, honey.
What did you want to be when you were a kid?
I was torn between being a famous author or an engineer, honestly. I had written something when I was small and had it published. I was very excited about that. And I had a chance to go to engineering camp when I was in junior high at ASU and was really inspired. I designed this automated toothbrush, which is now very common. You can buy them on Amazon. But at the time, my school advisor said, hey, if you want to make money, you might think about engineering. So here I am.
Kind of intrigues me because that's like really left brain and like right brain, like writing and engineering. So you have them both. Good for you.
A little bit of a few different things, I guess. Thank you.
So what do you like best about working in Avondale so far? I know it's only been a few weeks, but
everyone is so sweet and welcoming. I just feel really glad to be here and really positive feeling and just this opportunity and growth and expansion. And I've landed in my place in the world, I think.
Oh, that's so wonderful. You know, we've done this interview several times now, and whether it's an employee that's been here for a few years or one that's been here for a few weeks, we get that response a lot. And I think it just says a lot about the people that we have on our team here in Avondale that we get that response so often. So welcome to the team.
Thank you.
We're really excited to have you.
I'm glad to be here.
What's your favorite way to spend a day off?
Oh, peacefully. Gardening, relaxing. I like to just kind of go to the gym in the evening and do a few laps in the pool with the sunset, and then just read a book. That's a perfect day for me.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Relaxing.
Relaxing. Yes.
What's the best advice that has ever been given to you?
Be kind to yourself. You can be your most brutal critic. So kind of a rule of thumb is if you wouldn't say it to a stranger or your worst enemy, you probably shouldn't, your inner voice should not be saying that to yourself.
I think that's great advice. What's your go-to midnight snack?
Popcorn. And I know that sounds like a small thing, but my husband goes to the farmer's market and gets the perfect popcorn, fresh, low hull, and then he gets butter, fresh butter from local cows, and then he went to chef school, so everything he does is a bit fancy.
So fun fact, Alyssa and I also love popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
So if you ever need a popcorn fix, we always have it in the
Okay.
marketing department.
Okay, I'll
So
be there.
you can be there if
Okay.
you need it. So now I'm kind of curious about this question based off an earlier answer you had. But what subject were you best at in school?
I'm not sure about best at, but worst at was typing for sure. Hey, Barbara. Morning. Doing an interview? We'll see you later. In high school, one of the classes I took to get better was a typing class, and I could not do well in that. I tried so hard. And then by the time I finally got out into my career and got really good at typing on a keyboard, then texting was introduced, and I'm still figuring out the thumb thing.
Are you a morning person or a night owl?
This one's easy. With a name like Moon, of course, I have to be a night owl, right?
Like that answer. What's your favorite thing about the work that you do?
Oh, I like seeing the community use the things that get built. So not just the public infrastructure that we do in capital projects, libraries, police departments, road projects, but also private and commercial development, and see those new shopping centers, see those new residential subdivisions in the homes. That's really gets me excited.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think to see your work be like used on such a wide scale, I think that has to be really cool.
Yeah.
So where did you go on your last vacation?
Flagstaff. One of my kids and her husband keeps a spare room for their dear old parents, and they live in the Pines, and so we go on the back porch. We have shish kebabs and the barbecue. We sit in the hot tub. We have this gorgeous view of the golf course. Very peaceful. And Emily's a good cook, so I'm very spoiled.
Flagstaff is beautiful, and I would go anytime I get a chance. So
yes, especially
little jealous.
Sit in the hot tub and watch the snowfall. That's fun.
Yeah, beautiful. What's the greatest lesson you've learned so far in life?
I call it the lesson of it. It's you should understand it and be okay with it, no matter what it is. That's just something that I do. I used to take the word for it, or learn about it and what I read in books and take it at face value. But now I want to intuitively understand it myself from beginning to end, and then decide for myself if I'm okay with it, whatever it is.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Egypt. I would love to go to Egypt. And the reason I say that is because when I was very small, the Tutankhamun exhibit went through Los Angeles, late 70s, and I was just a little girl, and my mom took me to the museum, and I was so fascinated with all the exhibits, and she bought me a book at the end of exhibits, and I looked at that book for years. The pages are tattered, and so I'm really inspired. I'd like to go to Egypt someday.
Well, hopefully that'll happen one of these days
Yeah,
for you.
Fingers crossed.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
It was when I was a teenager washing dishes for a local cafe. I was usually covered with water for the full shift and bleach water, and then I'd get on my bike and ride home. Sunshine or cold weather. Oh, it was a tough one.
If you could have lunch with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Well, dead or alive, when you said that, it reminded me of Bon Jovi song from the 80s. Dead or alive. I'm not a good singer, but I guess Bon Jovi. That would be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
This one might be a tough one to answer, but can you
Okay.
tell me what exactly is it that a city engineer does?
Lots of things, actually. And so the city engineer looks at design plans and reviews engineering standards, watches out for things like pavement and stormwater, all kinds of public infrastructure, does right-of-way, property rights, inspections. Our whole team does plan review and inspections. The traffic signals fall under the jurisdiction of the city engineer, and signing off on new construction, stuff like that.
So a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, yes.
What's a weird, totally useless talent you have?
Knowing lyrics from songs from the 80s. Hence, Dead or Alive, Bon Jovi, giving lunch.
That's funny. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Is it cheating if I say fajitas? Because it's steak and
I don't think that's cheating.
vegetables and cheese and tortillas.
No, I don't think it's cheating.
Okay, fajitas.
I think that is a fair answer.
Okay, definitely fajitas.
Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere or be able to read minds?
Teleport. It would be very cool to teleport. And I'm not even sure I want to read minds. It would probably give me anxiety.
I feel like if you could turn off the reading minds one, that would be maybe.
Maybe.
But
Yeah.
if I had to do it all the time, no. What energizes you about your career?
The people. It's about the people for me. We spend a lot of time talking about infrastructure and design plans and inspections and improvements, but it's the people who do the design. It's the people who build it and inspect it. It's the people that occupy and use the facilities afterwards. And that's what's, I think it's really all about.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, like always, we like to end this interview on a fun joke.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hit me with your best shot.
All right, so there's this engineer and she's walking across the road and she sees this frog, and the frog is a talking frog. And he says to her, "Hey, pick me up, kiss me, I'll take you to dinner and a movie." And she picks the frog up, looks at him, puts him in her pocket. He gets a little stressed. He's like, wait, I'll up my game. I'll make you a candlelight dinner and I'll paint your portrait. She looks at him, thinks about it for a minute, shrugs, put him back in her pocket. And he's like, "What can I do possibly for you to turn me from a frog into a person?" And she says, "Well, I don't have time for dinner and a movie. I don't need more stuff." She said, "But a talking frog, that's pretty cool."
That's funny.
So that's my joke. And one extra for a little dry humor. Pessimist thinks the glass is half empty. Optimist thinks the glass is half full. Engineers think the glass is twice as big as it needs to be. Some engineering humor there.
That's funny. All right, Kim. Well, thank you so much for your
Yeah.
time today. It's been a lot of fun getting to know you a little bit
Yeah,
more.
thank
Again,
you.
welcome to the team. We are so excited to have you as our new city engineer.
Thank you. I'm
Welcome
glad to
to
be
Team
here.
Avondale.
Yes, and thank you. It's good to see you.
Yeah,
I'm
of
glad you're
course.
here.
Of
And
course.
come back anytime.
Of course. Thank you again for having us. We'll let you
Thank
get back
you.
to work. See you next time.
Bye.